Good evening, everyone. We're going to call the City Commission workshop for the City of Deltona for Monday, August 29th, 2022 to order. May we have the roll call, please?
Commissioner Bradford?
Here.
Commissioner King?
Here.
Commissioner McCool?
Here.
Commissioner Ramos?
He is excused.
Commissioner Sosa?
Here.
Vice Mayor Bill Vasquez?
Present.
Mayor Hersberg?
Here. May we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner King, would you like to lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, this evening on our workshop, we have one order of business, and that is to review the proposed millage rate, the adjusted rollback rate, and a budget summary for fiscal year 2022-2023. Mr. Peters?
Madam Mayor, I'm going to ask Mary Lightson to come up and do this review if she would. Basically, what we have done is at the request of the commission, we have made changes to the line item budget reflective of what was discussed in prior budget review, along with a couple of other items that have come up since that time. So Mary will give you a review of that. We are showing you two different budgets. The line item is based on 7.65, and the 7.23 is basically the 7.65 minus position cuts in the red box.
Good evening. As John said, the first is a budget at a glance based on the 7.65 that was voted on by the commission on 8/1. And there was questions that were asked, what would be the change in the budget if we went to adjusted rollback? So staff prepared a second budget at a glance, which is a summary of the effect that would have on fund balance going out 5 years. There were a number of things added and subtracted that are listed on the bottom of the 7.65. These are changes that have occurred throughout the budget process, and also commission added items. On this 7.2318 mills adjusted rollback, there's a red box, and this is proposed staff changes, staff cuts that would have to be made in order to go forward with fiscal feasibility in the future. This whole exercise goes out a period of 5 years to give you an idea what the proposed change in millage would have going forward in the future and the effect that would have on the budget. One of the major changes that was discussed at the last budget hearing was the sheriff's contract, which has yet to be resolved, which has a significant impact on the budget. The other document that you were provided in your budget, in the package, was the line-by-line changes at the beginning of the budget process to where we are right now. And all this is generated from our software system with some changes made in Excel to make it a little bit easier to read. And the bottom line is really the effect that it's going to have on fund balance going forward. And the rest, we have the top part is to summarize the effect that it's going to have on revenue, the changes on personnel and operating costs, and also we really didn't adjust any of the changes going forward with the capital projects. I'm not sure what the information that the commission is looking for at this point. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Commissioner Bradford?
One item I didn't see in here that we all voted on was the Christmas parade.
Okay.
So where's that at?
It would probably,
I went through it like 3 times last night. I didn't see it. I saw the light up Deltona drive-through here, but I didn't see the Christmas parade, and I'm pretty sure we all voted on that to make sure we had a parade for the residents this year.
That would be under account 720. or department number, actually. Okay, the Christmas events are under program PRG 04.
You said 720?
720 is the org number, and PRG 04 is the Christmas parade. So we have entertainment, additional infrastructure, directions, setup, 30,000. The drive-through holiday parade, and 10,000 is for law enforcement and holiday displays.
But they don't have the parade. That's what I'm saying.
I
We
don't
have the
believe it.
drive-through out here, but we don't have the parade on Deltona Boulevard.
John, do you recall, for the holiday parade, I don't think that was removed from the budget.
No, it was, the holiday parade was supposed to be included in the budget. I believe, if Mr. Manning is here, I believe we had money that was going to go toward some of the work here at City Hall. That money was going to be transferred over for the parade, and there was a small difference that had to be made up.
Okay, so we may not have just changed the description. Because I
The
think
additional was the additional
It was
infrastructure,
$50,000 total for the parade.
the $25,000 for additional infrastructure, which is PRG 04, it's 524801. Additional infrastructure, decorating equipment, that was to be canceled and put into the parade, because we don't need the additional infrastructure if we're doing a parade. So those $25,000 right there should be
Correct.
allocated to an actual parade.
So I think just the description didn't get changed, but I think the money was still allocated.
The description needs to be changed.
Are we
Okay.
still doing 30,000 for the drive-through parade?
No, 55,000.
Right, so the drive-through holiday parade, and then the additional, so that gives 55,000. Do we know what the parade usually costs?
I'd have to go back. Julia, do you have your computer on to see what it was? Or Mark, do you remember? We just changed the holiday parade was in the budget, but we just renamed, the money didn't change, we just changed the, the additional infrastructure, decorations. So we're not doing that drive-through, but it was just the funds are going to go towards the holiday parade, do you recall?
We were also planning on doing the drive-through event here at City Hall, but the holiday parade itself on Deltona Boulevard was up in the air based on the budget discussions.
No. We voted at the last meeting that we wanted the parade 100%.
And the $25,000 for the additional infrastructure was to go toward the parade.
Okay, so that is 25,000 is in there for additional infrastructure, that goes.
What's
for
the
parade.
estimated cost for a holiday parade without any sponsorships?
Well, that's what, Julia, can you look up,
Commissioner Bradford, did you have anything else while they're looking for that?
No.
Okay.
This wasn't the exact line item I was looking for, but it worked. And I do appreciate you providing that. One more question. So the way we're looking at this, when we talked before, it was discussed that if we go down to 7.65, there's going to be 29 layoffs. So what I'm seeing here is I didn't see any list of layoffs. Do we have a list?
It's in the red box.
Yeah.
But that's on 7.23. So we don't have any problem with 7.65, correct?
Correct, there's no layoffs.
Thank you.
Mary, do you want to go ahead and have the vice mayor has a question? Should we go ahead with that while they're looking for the
Yes.
parade? Vice mayor?
Thank you, Mayor. I have a question that, on the millage forms that you gave us, the Parks and Recreation, what does that mean, added 5 summer interns for 80,000? What is that?
Mark? Mark, can you explain the summer interns? That's for the summer recreation program. I believe that's for 5 weeks during the summer?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are high school kids. We call them junior counselors. And they go on all the trips with all of our senior counselors, and they assist with the children, yes.
Okay, that's not the interns from Catalyst. Am I
That is
correct?
the interns from Catalyst, yes. Those are the people from Catalyst, yes. Those are the 6, I think it was 6 this year we had high school kids that were helping with the summer camp program.
So what is this 80,000? What does it do for them?
80,000 for recreation program expenses. That includes the summer camp program. That includes our adult athletic leagues. That includes our youth athletic leagues. That's all encompassing for the entire line item 905. That's
Okay.
summer camp, sports, entertainment, that kind of stuff.
But it's not that we're paying them. We're not giving them a salary. That doesn't include a salary for them.
We did not pay them, no. They were paid by the Catalyst program, but they were volunteers for us. They get work experience and they get credit for their college applications.
Okay. Removed recreation software, what is that?
They didn't need it.
We were going to go to a different software program because we were having issues with Tyler, and we decided to stick with Tyler and work out the kinks.
Okay. So you didn't need it?
That's correct.
All right. There's other stuff here, but do you have the answer for Commissioner Bradford?
Julie and I were working on that.
Commissioners, any other questions while they look up the parade situation? Mark, I have a question regarding the Catalyst program. How did you budget the programs this year? Were they budgeted? Did you have to, were they actually in the budget, all the programs that you did this year, the STEM programs and everything else?
The STEM program was not, but we partnered with the college on that, so there was no cost to the city for that. We just provided the space for the children. The recreation programs, the summer camp program, all that was in the budget, correct?
So the 80,300 added 5 summer interns. If those were are we paying them this time?
No, we're planning on them being part of the Catalyst program.
So
The
then-
80,000 total is for the entire recreation program line item, and that includes the summer camp program, which includes your counselors, which includes your trips, which includes your buses, also our athletic programs, youth and adult, and other activities that we do.
Because this looks like you're paying 5 interns. That's what it looks like on this line item, and that's why it's a little confusing to us up here.
My understanding was they were paid, but obviously I'd have to talk to Mr. Peters about that, but they've been paid through the Catalyst program this past summer.
And that's fine, but again here, Park and Rec added 5 summer interns. It looks like we're adding 5 summer interns that we are paying, and if we're not paying, then this is program services.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of things going in and out of the budgets. It's done by finance and our staff here. Sometimes we don't know exactly what is happening in Parks and Rec. It's just, this is pretty much a Reader's Digest version of the changes here. So maybe it's a little bit of the semantics here that it's getting lost in the translation. This was added back. I mean, how do you put exactly what this is in one line? So this is maybe a little bit of a shortcut here, shortcut explanation.
And I'll agree with that, and this was in the previous budget as well. I'm just saying that, for me, it looks like we're having 5 positions that we have there. So if it's not that we're paying individuals and it's part of the program, then that makes it, we're looking at a little bit different thing there, because I'm fine with it either way, it's just not clear.
Correction, I'm sorry, Mayor, thank you for clarifying now that I'm looking at her sheet here. No, the 5 positions that are paid are for summer camp counselor positions where we would hire college students or teachers. I got confused with what the Vice Mayor said. The Catalyst program, we do not pay the junior counselors, but this would be for 5 people we will hire on a seasonal basis for the 8-week program.
Okay, so did we have to hire anybody this year? We did not.
We did.
You had to hire.
We hired 3. 2 of them lasted 4 weeks, 1 did 2 weeks. Unfortunately, we had a real challenge getting summer camp counselors this year.
Okay, so these are actual physical people that we're hiring.
Right.
And not the program costs themselves.
That's correct.
Okay, then
Yes.
we're clear. Thank you very much. Anything on the parade yet?
As soon as I can get over there.
Have a
The
question?
last time we did it was in 2019.
Yeah.
So we have to go back and look at those numbers. I don't think it was as high as it is now. But again, Julie and I will
Well,
research.
there's the option to get sponsorships too. If we can run it that way and see if you can get some sponsorships.
We can certainly
See
send
how that
out
works.
requests for that, correct? Yes.
I have a question also on the 524801 City Festival. What was that, or what is that?
Can you tell me what document you're looking at?
I'm looking at the,
Line by line?
yeah,
Okay.
the
Okay, you said 524, but what is the org number?
801,
What is the org number?
121.
Okay, it's
That's
city manager. Okay, 524, what was the rest?
801.
Okay, OED is Office of Economic Development. And what is your question?
What is the City Festival? What was that, or what is that?
I think she's talking about Parks. You're talking about Parks and Rec, Vice Mayor? Or are you talking?
120? I thought you said 121.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
121,
524.
OBG 524801.
There's banners. Is that the one you're on?
Okay, I see. City Manager, City Festival. For $1,000 added per the ACM. John, do you remember what that $1,000 was added for? It says City Manager, or CM, City Festival, $1,000, May 3rd added per ACM. Do you recall what that was for?
The 2 items under the city manager?
Yes.
Okay, the
It's-
first one is the request that I believe came from Ms. Bradford, and there were consensus from the commission to put $75,000 in the budget for a city manager's search.
No, if you go to, do you have a copy of the line by
Yeah,
line?
what page?
It's, the org is 121, and the object is 524801. And the description is CM-City Festival.
No, it's the bottom one, right? Last one on the line.
Under justification, it says 5322 added per ACM, so I don't know if you recall what that line item is for.
City Festival.
All right, can you come over here and show me?
Sure. I have a bigger.
Okay, can I answer about the parade? In 2019, it was approximately $15,000. That included the stage for the judges, that included the light towers, that included the sheriff's office, that included the decorations for the floats. That did not include the cost for city staff. That was just what we paid out to have the parade in 2019, so approximately $15,000.
So the 25,000 that we're taking from the additional infrastructure should cover it.
It should.
Talking about redoing a festival that we used to have in the past.
The infrastructure was going to be to add
Right.
additional lighting here
Right.
as part of the drive-through event, correct? Yes.
But we don't need the additional infrastructure. Are we able to proceed without that additional infrastructure and just do like we did last year?
Yes.
Maintain.
We will do the same drive-through event we did last year. In addition, if you guys decide we're going to do the parade, yes.
I'm good with that.
You guys get to dress
And
up?
we get sponsorships as well,
Right.
you know, for the individuals that are participating in the parade. Right, okay,
I will send out letters and make requests, yes.
perfect.
Because it's getting tight, time-wise.
I'm actually working on the Halloween right now, so yes, that's my priority right now is the Halloween Carnival.
Okay, on the CM City Festival, there were a number of festivals during COVID that just didn't occur, and that this money was added back for advertising to bring back some of those festivals, and I think John said the Latin or Hispanic Festival.
Are they budgeted?
I'm not sure.
They will be a festival typically handled by other organizations, and the city will be a co-sponsor in terms of advertisement and that type of cost.
Sorry to interrupt, is that different than the banner materials? Because when we go up a little bit, it says PIO banner materials, business cards, signs, blanks, banner brackets. So what's the different advertising on that one versus the other? On the same page, just go up a few?
If it says OED, that's Office of Economic Development, and that's probably Jerry's budget related to
Looks like
his department.
ecotourism.
Right?
Okay, commissioners, any other questions for Mary or anyone else? Since there are none, Mr. Peters, what is it that you need from us this evening?
Can you ask that again, please?
What do you need from the commission this evening?
I think right now, everything that we've gone over are adjustments we can make. I don't know if we even need consensus. And we will have a package to you for next Wednesday, the 7th of September, for the first budget hearing. That hearing will entail the first vote on the millage rate, and the second item will be the budget itself. And then following that, a week and 5 days later, we will have the second reading on the millage and the budget to complete the budget process.
Okay. Anyone from the public sign up to speak this evening?
Richard Bellick, please.
I have to walk slow, Heidi, because my neighbor says I look like a boxer going to attack the guy in the other ring when I get out of them chairs. So I want to say hello to my girls, Elizabeth, Joyce, Stacy. Good. I also want to know one question. Is anything going to be done about Maritza Vasquez's attack on
Sir,
my
this is
deputy city
questions
manager?
regarding the topic on the agenda. That's not a topic on the agenda this evening.
That's a question.
Sir,
It was an unprovoked attack, Heidi.
Mr. Bellick.
She looked like a cheap street walker.
Mr. Bellick,
Closes public comments, Mayor.
thank you. Public comment is closed. Any other comments by commissioners? Any other comments by the city manager? No, ma'am. We are adjourned.